So this guy is walking into the most feared YAKUZA slum in Japan. And I've never seen what the poor areas or the slums of Japan looks like. So I'm gonna check this one out. That's what Japan's cities look like. Why does it look so much cleaner, so much better, and so much safer than America? Because they have standards.
Welcome to a very different part of the world. Welcome to Japan. So we're currently in the city of Osaka, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. Got lucky for once. And this is probably...
Yeah, because Japan is just about like Arkansas when it comes to weather, because I think we're about the same area of the world, but on the other side.
the busiest
Or
part
in a
of the
similar
city,
area.
along the river. I think it's called the Donburi River. Let's get somewhere a little more quiet so I can tell you our itinerary for today. So to kick off our adventure here in Japan, we got to do something interesting. And what would be more interesting than going to the biggest, most notorious, most dangerous slum in all of Japan? Did you know
I guarantee it's not as dangerous as just any place in New York or Los Angeles.
that Japan had slums? I didn't either, until recently. But we're gonna go check it out. It's called Nishinari, and it's here close to central Osaka. It's a neighborhood with a very unsavory reputation. A few YAKUZA crime families have offices there. It's historically been a place for the disenfranchised, the poor of Japan, and a lot of Japanese people will warn you against going there. But we're gonna go and see what's up. I have no idea about the place. Maybe it's changed. Let's go find out.
I like this guy. He seems like somebody that I could be friends with.
西成はどこですか？
西成？
はい。
ここじゃない。
ここじゃないですか？
うん、全然違う。
Okay. 遠いですか？
うん。
Okay. メトロはどこですか？
メトロ、こっちから。
Okay.
こっちだ。
そうかですか。はい。西成は危険ですか？ Okay. Pro tip. Whenever you're in Asia and somebody starts laughing nervously like that, not a good sign.
Man, I really want to go to Japan. Just their architecture everywhere is so much more interesting than America's. Because they're not just throwing stuff up, they're wanting stuff to like fit the culture of Japan. We're just throwing stuff up over here, whatever works. We don't care about the aesthetics, and it's just ugly and dirty and smelly.
Right, before we head over to Nishinari, I just kind of stumbled upon probably the best store in Japan, Don Quixote. It's like an everything store. And by everything, I mean everything. Let me go show you. Alright, so you walk in. Here you got all your kawaii, cute stuff for the kids, or grown men.
Man, I would love to be at this store.
Right next to that, you have a giant liquor collection. Right here on the first floor, in the open air.
Old Crow, blah. Jim Beam. Devers is alright.
Oh, Korean? Yeah. Okay. 안녕하세요. 日本人ですか? Okay. これは何ですか? Whiskey? これウイスキー。Whiskey? Wow. アメリカより大きい。あ、マジですか? はい。Wow. Okay, later. I buy later.
5 liters, did that say?
Big line of
Whoa.
pharmacy. I think there's some fun stuff on the upper floors as well. Okay, so now we're on like 4th floor. where Halloween was like 2 weeks ago, but clearly in Japan you can come here at any time, buy a costume of your choice.
Yeah, I don't think those are Halloween costumes. Judging by the what the rest of the stuff in that area, I think that's the cosplay area.
Ah, no way. I think I heard about this. They have like a Ferris wheel in this store. It has like a little view of the city.
Those cigarette
Is
machines?
it open now? It doesn't look open.
2時から
2時から
はい
戻ります Gotta come back at 2 p.m. to ride the Ferris wheel. Let's go to Nishinari first. 行こう。あなたもYouTuber ですか？
Yeah, YouTuber じゃなくて
YouTube, are you a YouTuber?
はいはい。
Oh, what's it?
はい。Sabbatical です。はい。
Where you from?
Where are you from?
I'm from America.
Whoa!
What are you doing here in Japan?
You don't sound Japanese.
Yeah, we don't. We're not Japanese.
We're
We're
Philippines. Okay, that's a great country too. I should go there next.
Yes.
Okay,
You should
yeah.
go
You
there.
haven't been there. What's your
I've
name?
been there a few times.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Where?
¿Cómo está?
Oh. Subscribe.
There you go. Wow, thank you. Thank
We
you.
will also later.
Yeah. How do you say thank you in Tagalog again? I forgot.
Salamat.
Salama.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, nice meeting you
See you
guys.
around.
Yeah, see you later. Bye. There you go. Making friends already. Very different geopolitical environment here. Gotta give him a little bow for letting me through. Nice change in pace in the traffic coming from Uganda.
It's a nice thing to do. In America, they just plow right through you and be like, "Oh, it was your fault. You ran out in front of me."
So if you're wondering how well do I speak Japanese, I would say my level is kinda I mean, I've been here a few times. I've never lived here. But yeah, I don't really know what my level is. We're about to find out. But I can tell you that I've been secretly learning it pretty hard for about a month before I came here. Started back when I was in Africa. So, we'll see if it makes a difference. I mean, to be honest, it's probably still pretty bad. But as long as I can get my point across, that'd be nice.
I definitely want to get into world tourism at some point. And if my job's online, it makes it super easy.
And here we have the Chikasetsu, the metro. We're gonna take the metro down to Nishinari. Because in Japan, even the biggest slum in the country has a metro connection. The Mido Shuji. And here's the line, but where's the ticket machine? Got the ticket machine over here. Basically, you have to choose like your own price depending on how far away the station is. I'm gonna go with $2.30. It's like less than $2. I've come to Japan at like a very good time. I'm sorry to say this for my Japanese friends. The yen is at a historic low. Take your ticket, and you're all set to ride the cleanest, most organized public transportation system in the entire world. Let's go.
It's crazy that even part of their transportation system is something for tourists to do. Because I would love to see what it's like to be on one of the subway stations. Or like take a plane. Because I hear that you can take planes to different points of Japan. And that just sounds so cool. Or like, what are those called? It's like a car that's attached to a cable and goes on down the cable. Like a trolley or something. I don't remember. Those are cool. I've seen people riding those.
Okay. So it's
Yeah, just one stop.
just one stop. Okay, so it's this way?
That way.
That way. Okay. Wasn't that nice? Alright, let's I think we know where to go. let's get down to the train. Alright. Guess we're here. Sketchiest part of Japan.
Why does it look so clean?
Trash on the escalator.
It still looks super
I
clean.
think we're getting into a rough neighborhood here. I think I forgot my ticket. I dropped it somewhere.
Yeah, this would have been a major problem in America.
I was completely expecting to have to pay for that ticket again, but just let me through. Interestingly, even in the hood here in Japan, you can still find these lockers. You have these lockers in every different metro station. You pay, what is it, 600 yen. It's like about $3 or $4 per hour. And your stuff is safely secured. It's really helpful if you're traveling.
Yeah, nobody's gonna try and get in it.
Or if you're
That's so
homeless,
crazy.
maybe.
I've seen videos of homeless people in Japan. They don't seem like they're having that bad a time. And a lot of them I saw were homeless by
I'll
choice.
get shot as soon as I walk out. Not exactly sure what's going on with the building over there across the street. It has both a cross and a Star of David. Is it a church or a synagogue? Don't know.
Probably both.
Konnichiwa. Well, I guess it's not quite as nice as downtown, but pretty quiet though. Konnichiwa. I don't think it's normal to just greet people on the street in Japan like that, but that's one habit that I picked up from Africa that will never die. Konnichiwa.
どうぞ。どれ飲めますよ。どうぞ。
いらっしゃい。
Okay. About to have some ghetto sake. Shochu. Arigato.
Man,
ここでは
that place still, it seems so interesting. I also do like the small town and more poor area restaurants though.
座ってもいいですか？どうぞ。Okay.
Yeah, this seems like a place that I wouldn't mind being.
Look
This
at
is
that.
like Naruto.
Got some pork skewers. Got some ghetto sake. Kanpai to that. Tastes exactly as I just described it. It's a very interesting feeling to be back here in Asia. In case you didn't know, I lived in China for over 6 years. It was only because of the pandemic that I left. Now, granted, Japan and China are two very different places, but they do share a lot in common. They're both generally a lot more introverted than most other parts of the world. Takes a little bit more to get people to open up, but we're gonna try.
1600円。はい。はい。1、2、3、400円お釣りな。ありがとう。Thank you.
On the other hand, Osaka is known for having supposedly the friendliest people in all of Japan. Maybe that's why people actually respond to me.
Yeah, that looks a little rougher.
Yeah, this is easily the sketchiest place I've
It
ever
still
walked.
seems like Japan though. Not very many people around.
I'm trying to figure out a very discreet way to show you and tell you about what I'm walking through right now. And I just had a British guy walk past me on the street and say, "You should really put your camera away." They tend to get pissed. They see that around here.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this isn't really Japan anymore. I mean, it kind of is, but I think this is where a lot of poor people from all around the world end up.
Let me see if I can walk into this creepy looking park. Looks like it's straight out of the Sector 7 slums.
To be honest, if I lived in Japan, this would probably be one of the areas that I would go for. Because it's usually my kind of people in these areas. The criminal type, but the people that are just trying to get by.
Final Fantasy 7. Can't go in the park. I guess, said it's for kids only.
That's understandable.
Not for homeless people. Hey. Shinto no jinja desu ka? Ah.
日本のなお宮さんや。
あ、日本のお宮さんや。神道ですか？
ここはな飛びたのな木をな
あ、オッケー。
あれして置いてるんだよ。
あ、オッケー。ここに住んでますか？
え？
ここに住んでますか？
ああ、まだ来て回らないからな。わからん。よくはわからん。
Yeah, I didn't really understand anything he said. But I think this is a Shinto thing.
Yeah, it's like learning English from a New Yorker and then moving down to New Orleans. It's gonna be incomprehensible, man. It's still technically English, but it's just a different kind of English.
Like a small Shinto shrine. It's weird, like Japanese people are non-religious, but at the same time they still pray to things like this. Let's see what's up the stairs. Yeah. Just a giant graveyard. There are some general commonalities to slums all around the world. Japan is no exception. They're often under a bridge. They're often next to a graveyard. People are not particularly jumping up to talk to you.
Because they're not used to talking to you, probably. They're not used to talking to people that aren't in their little bubble. Nowhere is completely safe, except maybe a ramen shop.
This neighborhood, Nishinari, is actually home to two YAKUZA crime families, the Sakaume and the Azuma. And I don't know that because I have some kind of
I've heard of
insider
the
knowledge.
Azuma before,
No, this
but
is
I think
actually
that was
public
from
information.
shorts.
The YAKUZA actually have their offices publicly listed in the company registry. There.
The Yakuza pretty much at the higher level works the same about like our mafia. Like they're not really into criminality anymore because they found new ways to make money, which is usually big business and taking over which they're still a bunch of criminals that are part of the mafias, but they found ways to work around the law. And that's what I figure the Yakuza also do. But they will break the law if somebody fucks them over, I guarantee.
Well known, people know where the offices are. I don't think they'd want it being filmed or anything like that, but it's a very different way of doing business. Night is falling.
2人とも行きたかったかな。戻らない。あ、これは何ですか。お酒。アルコールです。アルコール。
You can get alcohol out of a vending machine? What?
これは日本のお酒、これ。お酒。ポット。
すべては酒。ありがとう。Got a little sake machine. Different sizes. Absolutely cannot tell the difference between them. You also have one of Japan's most infamous drinks, Strong Zero. 9% alcohol.
It's a lot in that little can.
Ooh, it does not smell good in here. This might be the worst smelling place I've been in Japan. Is that a hotel?
This is cool.
I kind of want to see how much a room costs here.
It's like indoors.
Dave Hood.
It's like a mall.
すいません。ここはホテルですか？
ゲストハウス&カフェ。
あ、ゲストハウスとカフェ。あ、1日はいくらですか？
シングル、今日何曜日でしたっけ？土曜日ですね。Today 3,800。
あ、3000。
ドミトリーは today
How you speak English?
no
もう部屋を持ってます。
あ、部屋持ってるね
でも次回。
次
はい。
ぜひこれ
あ、OK。ありがとう。
うん
That's about $15 for one night. Pretty affordable place. Can't complain. About the price of a hotel in Thailand. Granted, it's a dormitory bed, but hey, it's Japan. Can't get too choosy. ここは何ですか？ここは何ですか？
1杯500円。
お酒飲む、なんかカラオケもできる。
カラオケだけ。
100円。
100円。Okay.
60 cents?
I kind of see how this neighborhood works now. You have like
Bro, I would have paid
pedestrian
60 cents
street,
just to check it out.
which is filled with normal-ish bars. Like those kind of like host bars or whatever, like the ones where like the dudes go and then the woman talks to them and they have to pay for just that.
Wait, hold up. Is that karaoke just like you walk in and do karaoke? It's not like a scheduled event. It's just like you're there drinking and then random people get up on stage out off the street and sing for you, and they can just be like a rock star for a few minutes. That sounds awesome, man.
But then if you meander off here, then you get into like the really sketch territory with the old lady smiling at you. Anyway, let's go back. I'm not about that life. ここで座ってもいいですか？ありがとう。何を飲みますか？ビール。あ、本当に。これビールを私も欲しいです。ビール。はい。Okay. Oh, YouTube.
Yeah. You? YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. It's not me. Yeah.
Not you.
僕じゃ
Not
な
your
い。
account?
Yeah,
Okay.
not my account. But I have an account. ありがとう。乾杯。
Cheers!
Yeah, cheers. 乾杯。乾杯。乾杯。おう。あ、乾杯。乾杯。はい、乾杯。
These people are so nice.
何人？
何人？
He just shows up and he's the life of the party. That's so awesome.
イギリスじゃない。アプリ、no, hell no. スペイン人じゃない。
German 人
Dutch じゃない。
No Dutch?
I like how they're just going through all the European countries here. 日本の友達。
日本の友達
アメリカ。
アメリカ
はい、アメリカ人です。はい。ニューヨーク出身です。乾杯。
I wouldn't be bragging about being from New York.
初めて。 大阪に初めて。
Yeah.
Home is Osaka. ああ、本当。
あれだから
Maybe third time. Third time.
家族ですか？
こっち家族でシスター。
あ、シスター。はいはい、同じ。顔は同じ。はいはい。
旅行小旅行やね来たのが兵庫県
あ、兵庫県。
姫路
姫路。あ。What does that mean? I forget.
姫路城
姫路城。
世界遺産
後で辞書で読みます。
姫路 Castle.
わかる。
姫路
Oh,
Castle.
姫路。Oh,
姫路 Castle. Do you know?
Yes, yes.
姫路
I know the
Castle.
姫路 Castle. Yes.
姫路 Castle.
有名な。Yes, yes.
白鷺城で
Yes.
Yeah.
World Heritage Site. Do you know?
Yes. はいはい。There you go.
Man, I need to start getting back into learning languages. I learned a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of German, and I kind of know Japanese a little bit just from watching anime, but I couldn't have a conversation with anybody.
ありがとうございます。
一番美しいなキャスト。行きます。いつがわからない。でも行きます。行くべき。行くべき。はいはい。行くべき。Okay, well. ありがとう。
Let's try.
Okay, let's try. これを入れるんですか？
まずノーマル。まずはノーマル。まずは。At first it's normal.
Okay. Your English is like my Japanese. It's great. うまい。
うまい。
うまい。うまい。
Man, I bet that place is good.
これは何ですか？
これは鳥のたたき。
生ですか？
A little roast.
A little roast.
Half roast.
My homie right here is trying to give me like raw chicken.
You could probably eat their raw chicken. America's raw chicken is
I
gross.
don't eat that, but because it's Japan. 日本から食べます。Right. Okay.
Let's try.
So, okay, we gotta add onions.
Delicious.
あ、美味しいです。
美味しい。
美味しい。
With onion.
With onion. この辺に住んでますか？
No. Because I am 岡山人。
岡山人。でもホテル。
Yes.
はどこですか？
Yes. Near here.
タイランド。
Thailand. Yes.
日本のタイランド。
Yes. Japanese Thailand. Yes. I think so too.
I also think so. I saw. ここに行くのこと前に人
You want to go to Thailand, but you don't want to see all the sex and drugs and danger? And this is probably the place to be. What is this, Osaka?
人はここはスラム街だと言いました。でも私はアメリカ人。ここはスラム街じゃない。
Yeah, dude, right.
ここは楽しいです。Not safety?
A little dangerous.
A little dangerous. Oh, okay. 少し危険。ヤクザから。Okay. 半グレーから。Okay.
In Japan,
はい。
Yakuza is like
Erase me?
Yes.
He's imagine.
ヤクザですか？I'm a little bit worried. 銃があります。
No. Japan.
Japan. Japan. 日本。銃がない。彼は中国人かな？ベトナム人だ。こんにちはは何と言いますか？ Bonjour. 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 彼はベトナム人と僕はアフリカ人。Alright, so for some reason my camera just died, so I gotta say thank you to these guys. Gave me a bunch of free chicken. Matane. There's something wrong with like my camera battery at the moment, so for the first time ever I'm filming on my iPhone. Not really used to this, so.
Yeah, and it's a lot lower quality.
But how amazing is
That-
Japan
that audio
that
is
I can
popping,
whip out
bro.
my iPhone in the most dangerous neighborhood in the country and still feel comfortable. It's pretty nice, right? Okay, so that's, at least for today, that's it for my little adventure to Nishinari, the biggest slum of Japan. And to be honest, kind of reminds me of Rwanda. Even the worst place in Japan is still 10 times safer than anywhere in your country. Not a bad place to come at all. A little sketchy.
Right?
Maybe not some place to take the kids, but wouldn't worry too much about coming here, even at night. Anyway, something weird going on with my camera's battery. I gotta go figure that out. Gonna get back to my hotel. I haven't even checked into my hotel yet. Anyway, if I can get my camera working again, maybe I'll show you.
It was a nice, wholesome experience. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was. There was only like a few spots where it was kind of dirty. And there was a lot of ghetto paint. But overall, it seems like a place that I would like to visit or even live. Because it looks like that it's better than a lot of the better places in America.